There's two ways we can look at this. Is the mind over busy because there's simply too much, an overload of things to think about, things to plan, things to direct, things to be in command of? Or is the mind over busy because there's a disconnection between the emotional aspects of you and the mental aspects of you? So there are two key things that could be going on in the energy. And I think the disconnection between mind and heart, emotions, feelings and thoughts, I think we'll save that for another ask and share, okay? Let's look at too much going on. So every single day you plan, whether you realise it or not, whether you're doing it consciously or not, you plan. Let's just put Dolly on the board. Okay. You will plan some of the things for each day before you go to sleep, the day before, because you think, okay, what do I have to get done tomorrow? What's going on tomorrow? What's key? What's booked in? What's the priorities? You position that, the first positioning of your day happens when you wake up and your feet first hit the ground. So surprisingly, you might think laying in bed and thinking things through is the way to start your day, but actually, once you get up, you are in the vertical alignment of the energy and therefore you're grounding your energy. So the good position for the day comes from being upright, vertical, not so much horizontal, still laying in bed thinking things through. So let's get you vertical, let's get you into the ground. And whether you realise it or not, that's the first positioning of your day. Your first connection to the ground, and everything that you need to take care of every day is dependent on your energetic positioning and the resources of the ground, the resources of the manifest world, helping you get through your day. So up here, when you start each day, you've already got certain things, and let's just put them in various ways of positioning. They would have different energy content, different energy essence. They would have different purpose. So let's give you, first of all, in this mind zone, in the energy, some of your positioning for the day. Now, whatever you do position for the day, and that could be a whole array of things. I've got a meeting at 12. I need to meet up with so-and-so. That report needs to be finished by 5. This evening, it's that function. There could be a whole mass of things going on. The more you have in the capacity of your energy, the more capacity you have, the more capable you are of positioning more things for each day. You get more done. We've spoken about capacity and the energy before. So you have this starting point. They all have a tone and an essence in the energy. They have a purpose and a meaning. You've put them there for a reason, okay? So this is your first start of what's going to occur in terms of how your mind is positioned as it starts each day. What happens then is within the energy field, let's just get energy field in place, okay? You then have the start of all the interactions of the day. So you have other people's communications, ideas, thoughts, difficulties, challenges, whatever they're bringing you as it comes through the day, whatever you're traversing your way through. All of your interactions then are embodying your transmission to that. You might be communicating with people, you might be passing things on, you might be having then to position something. It depends on what people are bringing you. So as the day starts and commences, as it gets busier, there is a movement of different positionings that takes place. So you're weighing and measuring in your intelligence function, you're weighing and measuring each moment of the day. Is some aspect that comes in more important than what you positioned here? Are any of the aspects that come in going to necessitate you moving or repositioning what you first planned for your day? Are any of these that are coming in suddenly either a crisis or an accelerating situation, something that's going to gather momentum if it's not seen to straight away? Is it going to cause an issue? You're doing all of the processing of positioning on every single thing that's taking place. So every time you're disturbed by someone who arrives to have a chat about something, or someone says to you, Could you just spare me a minute for all of the things that naturally take place each day? They have to be processed by you. You have to take some action or respond in some way. And sometimes that response might even be, I can't give that the attention it needs now. Can we move it to Thursday? Yes, I'll get back to you later this afternoon. So you're doing all of the things that manage and appropriate your resources for the day. And in particular, we're focusing now on mental resources. So you start off the day with some particular positioning, then the day continues and lots of things are shuffled about. And they have to be weighed and measured. What's more important? What's more of a priority? Will any of this original plan get moved? And that happens. You might get to 11:45. I think one of these things we gave here as an example was a meeting at 12. You might get to that point at 11:45 and you have to say, okay, I have to stop all this because I have to get to the meeting. Or you could be saying, we have to move that meeting back till 1. This bit isn't done. It's the movement of the energies and your ability to position them appropriately and according with their urgency, importance, purpose, in accordance with all of that. It's your ability to do that well that gets you to be able to clear through things. So when something is done, it's done. If you get through this and you get through this and you get through this, we're clear-minded on that. If we deal with certain things that have happened here, and the reason I'm putting that in heart is because when you satisfy the function of the mental energies, you will feel satisfied here in your heart. You know, if you lost your peace of mind, and that's a term people often use, I've lost my peace of mind. Well, do you know what? What you've actually lost is your peace of heart. And you need peace in your heart and you need settlement in your heart. And if you appropriate this correctly, the mental functions, then you will feel that satisfaction. You feel the satisfaction. You don't think it, you feel the satisfaction. So we've managed to get through things really well and there's a lot going on. But if the busyness continues and it continues to build up powerfully here in the field, so much so that there's a queue now. Now there's a queue. Let's put a queue in here. There's a queue trying to get into the mind zone for aspects of the day to get positioned. And this is an interesting mechanism that we have because we have our queuing mechanism because it's a coping mechanism. When things start to get overloaded, we position this queue. It's like, join the queue. For those of us that enjoy a to-do list, join the list. Those are all mechanisms by which we position, and that's what's key in the energy, positioning. So as this builds up, as it gets overloaded, then the queue gets introduced. What inevitably happens is even after your activity stops, you know, the workday is finished, you've taken care of the things that you need to take care of in the evening with the family, you've taken care of social things or the kids or the meals or anything like that. And when you suddenly get quiet time, what you realise is that your mind is still over busy. And that's because it's processing the backlog. So all the things, and we hope, a satisfying day is that the things you pre-plan can take place. That's not always the case. It doesn't always happen. But whatever you're satisfied with, you can feel satisfied with. This is the end of the day. Okay, we achieved, ... This is what we achieved. But the busyness is about the queue, and the busyness is about what's come in and what the content is of your energy activity, the forms of energy and the patterns of energy that are trying to process, and how that now works its way through. And that is indeed why we focus so much on having some still time, some quiet time. Because first and foremost, you want to clear the backlog, and nearly always your brain and your intelligent functions are running at a backlog. For you to be able to get your mind to be clear, to return it to balance and order, you cannot have a backlog remaining. It declares to you, this needs attention, this needs seeing to, we need to get this done. And what you're juggling all the time is this, not only the amount of things, the doings that are in your life, but also how you put resources to that. Because your mental aspects will get tired as the day goes through. unless you learn mechanisms to restore them as the day goes through. Emotionally, you want to be able to keep the balance of, the satisfaction's coming in, but also then emotionally you want to feel strong enough that you've got to be able to uphold what is continuing to take place, the activity, the doings, the events and the happenings of your life. It's the cue that primarily is the overbusy mind is stuck on this. And what happens when there is a cue is you can't quite, the way it gets positioned in the energy, you can't quite differentiate. Are there things in this cue that are more important, of a higher priority or greater need than what you first had positioned and what is currently stirring and active in the incoming and outgoing transmissions? And that's what causes the stress situation primarily, the fact that you don't know. We've now got a list of things, and it's no wonder that we get to the stage where, I forgot to do that. That didn't get done, okay? It's no wonder at all. It's about having awareness on your own capacity and your own ability to balance. If you maintain good balance on how you're applying your resources for the incoming and outgoing during the course of the day, then you make the likelihood of a cue situation less and less. It's less likely that it'll happen. But if there becomes a cueing situation where there is too much coming at you that needs your attention, stopping and being still has to be the first port of call, because you have to reposition what was first positioned, you have to filter and sort this, and then you have to address the cue. And the cue needs addressing before you can feel a sense of, okay, that's all right, and a sense of calm. Technically in the energy, what you're doing is you're taking stock of a situation of potential disorder and making a choice to return it to order. And it's a filtering, acknowledging, sequencing method of managing the intelligence in the energy. Okay, I hope that helps you a little bit to look at, you'll be thinking next about how you get out of bed in the morning, what happens the first time your feet are on the ground. Okay, take care, I'll see you again soon.